Welcome back, people. This is Astro Healing 975. I'm your host, Scorpio 7. So, we're going to talk about the signs, continue the series on the signs, the sun signs. Right now, we talked about three elements already as part of, since the show started. We talked about the water element, the fire element, and the earth element. Now, we're going to attack the air element. The air element, where you find Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And today we're gonna start off with the Gemini, which is the thinker of the zodiac. They go by a motto, I think. So those people are really into the thought process. They're analytical. They can understand how things are how things are done. They're really in astrology, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is a planet of learning. So the people under Gemini are really curious. So they like to know. They're a lot of curiosity. Like to know how things go, how to understand things, and a quick way to recognize a Gemini is the Gemini is really like they have hand gestures, the body language. So they're the type of people that talk to you. They're talking to you. They're doing gesture with their hands. You feel that they're fidgeting. They're trying to explain to make sure you're understanding their point. So they're really, I would consider Gemini to be really social. They're outgoing in a way to know their environment, to know how people are. So they're they're really, I would say they're outgoing in that aspect. Now the thing is about Gemini is as the astrological sign is two women or two men depending. Okay, this sign is based on duality. So, and meaning by duality, they could be like, how should I say, hardworking now and lazy later. You know, they represent a duality of personality. So the same person that you, let's say you meet at work, and in a work environment won't be the same person. You will see other split different personalities, let's say with people that they know, they're close to. So it's really about duality. And a Gemini also, let's say a score compared to a Scorpio or a Leo, which can hold a grudge. A Gemini is so thinking so much, and it's always fast paced in their brain. They might be bad at you today. 2 days from now, they don't even remember where they were mad. Okay, so it's a lot of really, they're really a lot of thinking. They're overthinkers. You know, they're curious. They want to know their environment. They're really focused on learning new things and freedom. Freedom has also play a big role in their, let's say, mind state, because they like to travel, to understand, to know a lot of things without being bounded, you know, because without being restricted. That's the word. Rather than being a lot of restriction, and they want to experience their point in life is to experience life, right? To experience life through communication. So you'll see they're really good communicators. You would recognize also a Gemini, somebody that's don't stop talking. Okay, they'll talk, and you see with the hand gestures, you know. So that's when you really recognize, I would say, recognize a Gemini. Okay, so that's and their main thing that they struggle with in life is for somebody to understand them. So they always go. They're, like I told you, they're fast thinkers. They have a lot of, their thought process is a lot. Like they might be thinking about this 1 minute, and the next minute they're thinking about this other stuff. So because of that, sometimes you could think that you can't rely on a Gemini in a way, because let's say you told them, let's go out at 2. Okay, they told you, okay, we're going out at 2. When 2 comes, they already changed their mind. So their mind is constantly changing because of that overthinking, of that overthinking about everything. And their enemy also is boredom. Those signs don't like a routine. They could have a routine, but they're more like to have spontaneity, to learn new things. Since their mind is working so fast, so it's easy for them. It could be easy if they don't like to be stagnant and to be bored. So their main goal is to work towards not being bored. So you'll find those people are really multitaskers. Okay, they'll do 2, 3 things at the same time. They can handle it, because they're trying to. Their main point is not to be bored. And their main goal also, if let's say in a relationship or friends, is to be understood, because for them, not a lot of people can understand them or their complexity. As I mentioned to you, it's the duality. So they could be taking this minute, the next minute they could be taking that. They could be at the top of the world, their emotion 1 minute, and the next minute they're down, they're at the bottom. So it goes up and down. Okay, so it takes the key for them is really to pace their mind, like to be relaxed. Meditation and that could work. Okay, and as I told you, they like to be restricted. They're really curious. Okay, the fact that they're overthinkers, they're prone to being worried or have what you could say not panic attacks, depending on the individual, but anxiety. Like to be anxious. And since their mind is always racing, they can't make, let's say, they can't be sure if this decision they made is right. They can say, okay, I'm gonna do this. Then next, their mind is saying, I should have done this. So that's the way I feel. That's the way I feel about Gemini, and their main thing is to be understood. And Gemini, as being an air sign, you could relate with the other air elements, other air signs. It could be Aquarius and Libra. And Gemini could relate also with the opposite of them, that would be Sagittarius, because Gemini and Sagittarius are both about expansion, in terms of expansion of knowledge, about being spontaneous, about not being tied down, not to be restricted in terms of freedom. Okay, and the fact that Gemini goes up and down, it takes, let's say, if they're in a relationship, it takes some time for them to commit. But when they do commit, they apparently commit. Okay, so that's my take on the Gemini. Okay, so let me know what you think. It's Scorpio 7. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if it relates to you. Okay, and we're gonna attack the next sign, which is Libra. It's about relationships, about diplomacy. Trying to be the mediator. Those are all the things we're going to talk about. Okay, Scorpio 7. I'm out.